So Bitcoin's breakout has finally arrived. Are we going to see the Uptober that we've all been waiting for? Well, let's jump into it in this video. We're going to take a look at some technical analysis and some very smart analysts out there that have put together some information for us. And let's take a look at it in this video. So hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, or follow me on X. It's free to do so, just means you want to follow my content. So Bitcoin's breakout finally arrived. 100K is that next. We all know that that's a psychological barrier. That's a point where everybody kind of anticipates or everybody kind of agrees that that's going to happen. The Bitcoin is going to hit 100K. But is this the right time? Well, let's take a look at it. Market Maestro says the outlook is backed by the fact that Bitcoin appears to be breaking out of a multi-month consolidation pattern in a move reminiscent of the bullish head and shoulders formation. So that's what he's basing his outlook on here. He has this chart all broken down for us here. We can see this is the left shoulder here, the swoop here. And then we have the head, and then we have the right shoulder. So this is the inverse head and shoulders, where basically it would be the other way around, right? If your normal head and shoulders, but this is the inverse one. So we can see here that this was a long piece right back from 2022 all the way to now, basically, and then this is where we are going to see our breakout. So this is what he thinks is going to happen. It is going to take us basically to this rally that he's waiting for. The 100K mark is only about right there, which is looks very, very small, but that is a pretty big feat to overcome. So if we hit 100K, that's absolutely game on. He says including well-known people got off the train around here. So this is where the capitulation kind of had taken place. Bitcoin's left shoulder, head, and right shoulder formed between early 2021 and mid 2024. This is on the weekly chart, so that's why the chart is spaced out so much. It includes a number of years. We recently broke through the neckline of this pattern around the 65K mark, and it is the spot considered a pivotal moment for a bullish breakout. So we pretty much have to regain this position and make another, we have to also reach a couple of the other factors in order for this to take place. Bitcoin's poised to rally towards the 100K mark, a psychological and a technical target. So he also stressed that the next weekly close is going to be crucial in determining whether the breakout will sustain itself or turn into a false upside move. And considering we are still in October, which is always a bullish month for crypto, this could definitely play out. I'm not saying it is for sure. I'm just saying that the cards are on the table, right? So to speak. So more Bitcoin technicals here. Stock Money Lizards complemented the analyst's outlook, saying after consolidating for several months, the MACD cross in the weekly target suggests a bullish shift. So he's basically adding on to this theory that we could potentially see the 100K mark coming up here, or at least have this bullish breakout. We can see his charting here. He's got the MACD here. There's a cross back here. And so things are lining up, right? Similar MACD cross in late 2023 led to a 160% rally. Should Bitcoin break the current resistance, this MACD cross could trigger another sharp uptrend with long-term targets approaching 100K. Ali Martinez also observed that Bitcoin might face some sell-off based on the technical setup. So we could see a bit of a sell-off before we see this happen. He says the TD sequential had triggered a sell signal in the 4-hour chart, and additionally a bearish divergence on the RSI where price action's rising but momentum is weakening. So that's also in play as well. As things stand, Bitcoin aims to clinch the $70,000 mark as October momentum is still in play here. And October 18th, it traded at just 69K, which is the highest price since July. So that's interesting. Let's jump over. We're going to take a look at what Bitcoin ETFs are doing right now, because it's really smart to look at whale money, right? Spot Bitcoin exchange traded fund inflows shot up more than 580% this week. As one analyst points out, the whales were loading up on Bitcoin at a pace akin to the lead up to the 2020 rally. Very interesting to watch as well. Whale accumulation intensifies. Crypto quant author pointed out that Bitcoin whale ratio on spot exchanges is looking a lot like it did back in July 2020, right after the COVID crash. He says that when a major Bitcoin rally took off, whales might be gearing up for another long-term price surge. See below. So this is basically his analysis here. And so the similar accumulation pattern was also observed among newer whales by fellow analysts. who wrote on a X post that new whale wallets with an average coin age of under 155 days reached a new high of 1.97 million Bitcoin. So that is interesting as well. This is always good to watch because, it's always nice to know what whales are doing. Like I've always said, sometimes whales have inside information. Sometimes whales just notice things that we don't, or they know people who tell them, basically their analysis and what to look out for, or somebody calls them up, hey, you should probably get in on this now because it's going to pump. They kind of know what's going on. Not always the case, but it's always good to follow what they're doing, and that can be another factor at play in determining what we do, right? Because technical analysis and that, you don't normally take just one piece of analysis. You kind of combine a bunch of things together and make up your own mind, so to speak, or at least that's what I do. I like to look at a few different opinions and kind of make my own decision, and when it comes down to it. So this is looking really good, guys. 68K. Momentum is, volume is starting to kind of die down a little bit. So we'll have to see what happens from here, if we're going to continue this momentum or if we're going to have a brief sell-off before the run continues. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys in this video. I just wanted to keep you guys up to date on what's going on with Bitcoin right now, because we know Bitcoin drives the market and we have to pay attention to what Bitcoin's doing. So I have to go clean up a little bit. I just got home. I was in the woods with my friends all day. We were out doing some mudding, some four-wheeling in our Jeeps and stuff. So yeah, I'm going to go get some stuff cleaned up, and I'll be back later. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.